Hello, Split 2. I've got to remember where all the buttons are. It's been a while. Well, actually, it's only been 2 weeks. And Discord appears to be having a bit of a paddy at the moment. I'm not sure the actual link saying we've gone live has gone through. But there we go. I'm here. So, hopefully people can see me. I can see people in chat. I can see Mr. Gorlini. Dane, how are you? Light Sponge Racing. Who are you? Let me know who you are. As I try and learn everybody's Twitch name and link it to people all over again for a new season here. Oh, right, you're Michael. Hey, Michael, how are you? See, I even knew who you were last season. I've already forgotten. I don't know how I pronounce that. Is it Hiles? Hillers? I have a feeling I might know who you are. Did you potentially get poll? Evening, Jeffrey. How are you doing? Hey, Chaz. Right, so the general plan is we're going to watch the pole laps unless somebody tells me... Oh, there is one thing I wanted to look at, wasn't there? Somebody was a naughty boy. So we'll look at that... We'll watch the 2 pole laps, and then we'll look at the other thing I need to look at in qualifying, and then we'll move to the race. That's the one. I thought it was you. And then apparently, according to the Discord channel, we're basically just watching Sebastian Elmstrom's race tonight. So hope everybody's ready just to watch Sebastian drive around for an hour, because apparently that's what we're doing. Right. So we've got a lot of new drivers. I know yeah, Discord is being weird. Perfect timing for it. So I don't think the actual notification that we've gone live has gone through. And I was trying to download some things to put on the stream, but there we go. I have heard that, Michael. But, so we've got some new drivers. We've got quite a lot of returning drivers. A few missed the opening race for various reasons, unfortunately, but we'll be back. And it's another full split of 40, so not a bad effort. I raced in Split 1 last night. It was intense. It was, yeah, the pace up there. I mean, there was a reason nobody's been promoted from this split. Split 1 is ridiculous. I think I did a PB qualifying around Brands and qualified P25. Absolutely ridiculous. But all good fun. The battles at the front of Split 1 are something. Right, so I'm going to do a little grid walky thing before the race. So we'll find the 2 pole sitters and look at their laps. Yes, congratulations after I got taken out on the turn 2 by your partner, no less, Dane. He apologised and he will be in trouble. Well, he didn't take me out. He took someone else out who then took me out. But anyway. Lots of new liveries to look at as well. It's all very exciting. Let's actually watch a car, shall we? Enough of me. And we'll introduce the new drivers as we go through. Right, where are you? I can't find you. Ryan, there you are. I have to try and find what your flying lap was. And then we can have a little watch. But yes, Ryan Reed putting it on pole on AM class. What was your best lap, Ryan? Was it this one, 25.3? It was a 25.3, wasn't it? So I think it is lap 5. So we'll watch you go around. If you want to watch the onboard of this lap, it's on YouTube. So, so we're going to go outboard. Let me know if the sound is okay, whether I need to turn anything up or down. I think I turned the game volume down for myself last night so I could hear other people in the Discord chat, so I might need to turn the game volume up a bit. Just let me know. All good. Okay, thank you. So this is Ryan Reed in his... He's in the McLaren, isn't he? Yeah. And Ryan does a 125.3 here. to take pole in the AM class by a good chunk, I think. So a very strong start to the season in terms of qualifying, at least for Ryan. It was hot, wasn't it? It was, what, 42 degrees in quali? I think if that actually happened in the UK, it would just cease to exist. I can't imagine people would be racing in it, that's for sure. This can't be the right lap because you've just slowed down there. That's not right. I mean, there's no way you got a PB by slowing down halfway through it, surely. Dan is Irish. Okay, I'm not actually sure that was your pole lap because you did seem to slow down in Sector 2 there. If that was your pole lap and you slowed down in Sector 2, well done. No, you did a 128. Okay. So maybe it was this lap. Okay, sorry about that. We'll join you halfway through your pole lap. Oh dear. I've been bamboozled immediately at the start of Season 2, unfortunately. It's alright, we get to see a bit more of the back of your McLaren. Should we change the camera angle? Let's look at more views of your McLaren. There you go. Jota McLaren. It's not anything to do with Diego Jota, is it? I can't imagine it is. But I don't know whether we've got our two resident Portuguese in the chat. They weren't at the race yesterday. You would have realised if they were at the race yesterday because their liveries are something else. If you haven't seen them, I'll leave them as a surprise for next week. Yikes! But congratulations, Ryan, on your. Is that your first pole position here at PLR? I don't remember you being on pole before, but my memory is awful, so I could be wrong. But congratulations. And now we will go to someone. To be fair, the Discord routers might be in Holland. That might be what's doing it. The European, kind of the UK, Irish, that part of Europe. Right. So, where is the main man himself? Right, you're gonna have to. You're in chat. You're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your surname. I will forget 3 times. Is it Hildal? Hildal? Something completely different? Hildal? I'll just keep making noises until. I mean, I could just call you Anders. Anders, I think I know. But while I'm waiting for you to tell me how badly I've butchered your name in chat, let me try and find a lap that you have put in. 125. Oh, I can't remember the second one. Hildal? Hildal? Is it that one? Anders Hildal. Right, where's your lap? 128.8. 128.8. 124.6. Okay, it's this one. Yes, cool, thank you. I will get that wrong again, but I will try and remember. Thank you. So this is your first race with us, I believe. Let's try and find your car. You're in the Porsche. This is Anders Hildal, Trailblazers, in his. I mean, it's a very distinctive Porsche. At least we'll be able to pick you out. Almost perfect. Yeah, it's about as close as I'm ever gonna get, Anders. To be fair, it's the Croatian names I really struggle with, and the Irish ones. To be fair. I don't know whether Tiger's in the chat. We will talk about your liveries soon, Dan and Tiger. Don't you worry about it. You've done me dirty with your liveries. It's like trying to tell the difference between two tortoiseshell cats that are siblings. It's ridiculous. He's in the pub. Well, yeah, priorities. Fair enough. Whoa. Brands is one of those tracks, isn't it? You're always, every corner you're right on the edge. Just, it's trying to kill you in slightly different ways, but very similar ways, because it's the grass trying to drag you out. We are going to the WGT race at Brands. A group of us from PLR are going. We might have a box. To be clear, we haven't spent PLR money on that box. Spent our own money on that box. There we go. Anders sets the overall pole position with a 1:24.6. Very good, very good. Congratulations, Anders. I'm just going to quickly flip over to the calendar while I go to the... Oh, no, I'm not. I need to find something else, don't I? My apologies. Right, I just need to read a Discord message again. Figure out what I need to be looking at. Actually, I know you're in chat. Jeffrey, what am I looking at? This is the... If you haven't been here before, this is going to be your first time where we group steward. Well, we don't steward because we're not the stewards. But we'll have a look at it and we'll comment on it anyway. Had a little fun Discord conversation with one of the drivers. You got to tell me, Jeffrey. You know, we'll go through this therapy together. Right. Pit exit at the start of Silver Queue. Thank you. Okay. So, I'll watch it from your perspective first. This is Jeffrey's raced with us. What? This is probably your 4th season, I think, Jeffrey. Hey, Liam. Oh, cool. Well, we'll make sure we meet up with you, Joe. See if we can sneak you up to the box for a few drinkies. Hey, Dave. Dave waiting in the wings to rejoin Split 2. Right, and where is this you? Okay. I'm not sure whether Alexander is in... Oh, everyone's waiting. Okay. I thought my game had crashed in a very strange way. Away on business. How very professional. Oh, what's going on here, people? Who's that? Who are you? Michael. What is this? No. No. You can't be doing that, mate. Yeah, so I would suggest you should stop too. And then there's a bit of RG. Right, okay, so let's talk this through. I think Jeffrey thinks... Jeffrey sent me a message about this. I don't care whether you know you would ghost. That's not the point. The rules were very clear beforehand to not do stuff like this. So we're going to talk about this now. Jeffrey sent me a message saying he thought it was Alexander who hit him behind. Like, what? That is ridiculous. Okay, let me put it this way, Michael. Can you do this in real life? What you're about to do? No, I don't think you can just drive through two cars. So that's a very... Yeah. Congratulations. Yes, you wouldn't ghost in real life, so don't be doing it here either, deliberately to get ahead of people. That is unsportsmanlike. And it was made pretty clear in the rules beforehand, you can't be doing stuff like that. So I'm not massively impressed, if I'm completely honest. So now... I think Jeffrey thinks it's Alexander's waiting. Jeffrey thinks Alexander's hit him. They didn't stop for no reason. We're going to end that conversation because it was the time on the clock. They were waiting for the 12 minutes, I imagine, to go out. And if you're in the queue, you wait in the queue. I don't... Look, we're not going into this now. You don't get to drive through people like that. It's not on. Grumpy Dad David's coming out. And then I think Jeffrey thinks he's been hit by Alexander. And I don't actually think it's Alexander Jeffrey, but Jeffrey, to be fair to him, I can understand why you'd be annoyed. Look at your... Yeah, even before you've got out the pits and quali, your car's been destroyed. I think he thinks he's been hit by Alexander, not realise... Yeah, okay. Right, thank you for owning up to it, Jeffrey. You're going to get a penalty for that. That is also not okay. Regardless of whether you thought it was Alexander or not. Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, we've started off with some interesting things, right? We can all learn from this. I know Jeffrey has raced with us for a while, but that is, yes, as Liam says, that is not a good look. I can understand why you're angry, Jeffrey. Admittedly at the wrong person. You should have punted the guy ahead of you. This is not okay. That's really not okay. To be fair, he's not diving up the inside you brake. And regardless, even if he is diving up the inside here, Jeffrey, you turn to the right into him. Like that. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll leave that there for now. We'll talk further. Because that's really not on, I'm afraid. And thank you, thank you for owning up to it before we saw it. That will help you. You know you shouldn't have done it. I can understand why you were angry, but that is not okay. A lot of what we just saw is not okay from supposedly the better class in this race. Cool. Right. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? You won't. Well, no, exactly. Not like those clean boys in AM. Right. Let me go to the race. You got Imola next week, just in case you didn't know. I bet everyone's looking at this round 5 Paul Ricard and they just can't wait. Right. Where is the race? Here we go. Race. Now I need to figure out how to do the free cam. I know, right? I need drink. Sometimes you gotta tell people off, and then they'll learn and they'll do better. It's fine. If they don't learn and do better, then they won't be around for long, will they? Right. What button do I press to do free cam? Can somebody tell me? There is. Oh, found him. Right. I do like your livery, Liam, but we'll come to that. I need to get to the front of the grid. Where's the front of the grid? Okay. How do I make the free cam move faster? This is very slow. Reset. Oh, mouse wheel multiplier. Okay. Oh my god, how do I make this go away? Oh, like that. Okay. Scroll wheel. Okay, thank you. We're learning together. Whoa, that's very fast. Slower. Sounds like a... Yes, well, we're not quite at that stage of the night yet, Seb. Right, so I'm going to try and do this. I'm learning. So, first place we have... I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. Anders Hildal, maybe. So that's his first race with us here at PLR. on pole position in his green Porsche. Very good, very good. Second place, Mr. Napich. Good stuff. Why is this? Can you? Okay, so I've got to do it. All right. So Mr. Napich in second place. Well done, Igor. Good to see. P3, Joe Gorlini. In his, I quite like the sides of this McLaren. As I try and figure out this bloody free cam. It's not very easy to use, is it? Thank you, Kunos. Pole time was a 1:24.6 in silver, 1:25.3 in AM. So I think that pole time for silver would have put you about 22nd in split one, maybe something like that. It was very close in split one, kind of in the midfield. So number 488 is Mr. Oh my God, Blazjak. Sure. He's in fourth. Oh, I've done that again. Right, now can I point down a bit? There we go. Right. Yeah, I knew you were going to laugh at that, Dane. My apologies. Alexander Dahl in fifth. We have, is it Seb Clausen in sixth in his very distinctive Porsche. Sorensen wasn't racing. Fox hasn't joined. Goodrum, no. Is the short answer to that, Dave? Yeah, this is awful. But anyway, Richard Mazan, promoted from AM, is up there. I need to kind of point upwards a bit because everything's at a fucking weird slope. Felipe Morna is there. There we go. Let's go up a bit and then point down. Let's try that. 42 is Sebastian Elmstrom, back with us in the World Tour. Jeffrey Witter is there in P10. P11, driver of the day. So we're not going to have a driver of the day vote today because Liam's already won it. So, but there he is, down from split one into split two. Liam Holmes in 11th place. I've got Craig Fairweather, someone I need to keep my eye on. Apparently, the first couple of laps is there in his bright. Well, he won't be hard to miss, will he? So there we go. He's in P12. Got Ryan Reed, the AM pole sitter, in 13th. Chris Southcott in his Audi in 14th. Evo in his very nice new livery. I like that a lot. I'm a big fan of that. Made by Woot. I don't know actually how you say his first name. Woot. It's very nice. Then we have another one of these Sega Porsches. So I'm assuming Werther and Clausen are together. Then we have Michael Goodrum in 17th. Chaz Abraham dropped down to AM for this season. Is in 18th. Felipe Diaz back with us. Good to see him with us again. Is in 19th. Ferreira is in 20th. Did he manage to qualify at the right time this season? I think this race, I think he did, potentially. It's very exciting. Learning all the time. We have Thomas Widder in 21st. He did. Oh, living the dream. Dale in his bright pink Bentley. Now he's gone for the biggest car as well to make sure there's even more pink. The way you say that, he was very well behaved in quali, which makes me think he wasn't very well behaved in the race. You've got Dale there in 22nd. Who we got down here? We've got Mr. Balachinach in 23rd. Got another new driver here who is Mr. Maffey. Oh, his name's on the side of his car. Piero Maffey. He's there. Then we have... Jesus Christ, this free cam. Why can't it be easier? Who's this? Number 205. This is Eliza Indriani, another new driver. We then have Art. As I slowly sink into the road again. I recognise this car. This is Enrico Itri. It is. Number 27. No. Yeah, number 3 in 27th place. We then have the two Irish drivers, Daniel and Tig. And I was going to say, you can tell which one's which because Tig's the one in front. But he's gone down the pub, so I take it back. But yeah, number 5 and number 30. Number 5 and number 556 in 28th and 30th. We've got Rev Rock in 29th. We've got Liam. Let's have a look at this. I think this was called Squeaky Clean, wasn't it, Liam? Liam's livery. So Liam in 31st. Well, not ghosting through people in the pits is up to you, isn't it? Stitchy in 32nd. And Bradley Gallant in 33rd, but I don't think he was actually racing, he was just there spectating. In his golf livery. Okay. Because he is unfortunately having wheel issues at the moment. Right, out of free cam. Dear God, that was horrendous. I think I spent longer trying to do that grid walk than we did in qualifying. Fuck me. Right, so what do I need to look at here? Liam, my answer to your question is yes, please, God. It makes it much easier on my part if I have someone to talk to. So my answer is yes, you can take me to the prom. Right. What do I need to look at? Let's have a look-see, shall we? Most of Sebastian Elmstrom's race, from what I remember. Yeah, Elmstrom, lap 4, lap 6, lap 8, lap 9, lap 14. So, good. Then I think I needed to look at someone on beginning of lap 2 as well. Did I see a certain Mr. Enrico Perez in chat, who put it on pole in high silver yesterday and 4th on the grid overall? Was it Enrico? The 23. What did you do? 23.8, 23.7, something like that. Very quick, whatever it was. All right, let's get this a bit boring. Right, let's find the helicam. There he is. So, Anders in first, Napic in second, Gorolini third. We're just going to call him Patrick in fourth. Alexander Dahl in fifth. Sebastian Clausen. There's a lot of Danish drivers this year. The two big kind of, well, we've kind of got 3 big influxes now. We've got obviously the Croatian crew, who are pretty well established now. We've now got the Danish lot have all come in. I think we've got what, 8 Danish drivers across the 2 splits. We've got the DSRT squad as well. Not all of who are Dutch, but in my head they're all Dutch. The Dutch sim racing team. Those of you who know Bjorn van der Weyland will know them. Very good bunch of people, very fast bunch of people, it turns out. A couple of their drivers battling for the top spot in Split 1. And winning the driver swap championship as well on the last round. A very eventful last round of the driver swap championship, where they went from 3rd to 1st in the overall standings. Right, there is something I want to look at in T1. And we've been here before. It's a similar group of people. So there are 3 cars I want you to look at here. There is Mr. Goodrum, there's Mr. Zoricic, And there is Mr. Chaz Abraham. I'll just watch these guys for the first 2 corners. Boop! And then, boop! Bye, Evo. Oh no. So yeah, we'll just pop back a bit. So both of these have gone to the stewards, just so people are aware. So this one's gone to the stewards because Michael's put his nose in here where he really shouldn't be and made it 3 wide on T1. He's just very lucky that Chaz didn't completely lose it, and then Chaz does this. Which is also not very good. So Evo is now back here. Unfortunately, in his very nice new livery, just couldn't stay away from it. So at the front we do have. So I think Napic has lost a position to Gorolini. I know you would have gone for that gap at T1, Dave. You can't help yourself. You very sharp elbows. The thing is, you can't really go for the gap when it's in the middle of 2 cars, because then that happens. You don't really have control over your space at that point, and you can't really hold the drivers either side accountable because they can only go in one direction. You've put yourself in the middle of them, which isn't ideal. Right, Mr. Werther. So he has Craig Fairweather behind him. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Okay. I mean, right. So the damage is a lot worse than the hit, right? Yeah. I can see why he's angry. He's not like he's completely lunged it in the. Is it Craig? Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like completely lunged it. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like, right, I'm punting you into the. Yeah, it's careless, sure. It's not great, but it's just a shame it's ended in that because that ruins your race. But for example, like I wouldn't put that too much worse than what kind of Chaz did at T2 to Evo. It's just that for there, it was in a very high-speed corner and it completely ended Kenneth's race, essentially. You can see he's slowed down. He's waiting for him there, you can see, which is good to see. It's just unfortunately Craig's put him at like however many hundreds of K he was going, you know, probably. Ooh, oh. Well, watch that one as well, considering I've just seen it. Who's that? Who was it who was just around him? It's Mr. Ferreira, isn't it? Yeah. Oh god, that BMW's big from behind, isn't it? Yikes. Inside, 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 out. Yeah, okay, that's Ferreira's spun himself there, so that's good to know. You can't drift off the apex like that when you're the one on the inside, unfortunately. Okay. So, first check-in on Mr. Elmstrom. When do I need to go lap 4? Okay. So we've still got Anders leading the way. Well, Joe's had a very good start. He's close behind him in 2nd place. Got Igor Napic in 3rd, not far behind. Then we've got Alexander Dow from Clausen Richard Mazan on his first race in high silver in silver is in 6th, closely followed by Sebastian Elmstrom. Got Patrick in 8th. Got Felipe Morna up in 9th. Driver of the day, Liam Holmes, has already made up a position, is up to 10th. You'll love to see it. Jeffrey Witter is in 11th. Chaz is in 12th after his eventful start. Chris Southcott in 13th. Ryan Reed has lost lead of AM and has dropped down to 14th. And Chaz has had a good start other than hitting Evo. Michael's in 15th, so he's gained some positions as well. Craig was up in about 8th, wasn't he? And has dropped back because of that hit. Thomas, 3rd place in AM, is in 17th. Piero is in 18th. Art up in 19th. He's made up some positions from the start. Dale in his bright pink Bentley is in 20th, closely followed by Felipe Diaz. Darko Balatinac, followed very closely by Enrico Itri. You've then got Eliza Indriani in her first race with us, is in 24th. Good to see her ping issues have settled down as well. I was a little bit worried she wouldn't be able to take part, but haven't heard any complaints about her ping, so I'm guessing it was all good. Ed Revrock in 25th. The first of the Dublin Dudes is in 26th. Followed by someone who's also, I think you're in Dublin, aren't you, Liam? But not part of the Dublin Dudes. He's up in 27th. So it's very much a Dublin in Dublin sandwich here, with Tig making up the last one there in 28th. We've got Matteo in 29th. Ferreira has dropped down to 30th after his coming together at T3 or 4, I think it was. Evo, who has potentially pitted and put new tyres on by mistake. Kenneth, unsurprisingly, still in the pits. And Bradley is watching. Right, so apparently there was a close incident with Richard Mazan on this lap. So let's see what happens. I was wrong, Dan. I hold my hands up. You have overtaken your mate, and you are the lead Irish car. Not the lead Irish car, because I think Michael's Irish. The lead AM Irish car, which is, a wonderful badge of honour. Okay, we must have missed the lap for. Sorry, I'm going to flip back. It must have been earlier on, and then we'll. Was it this? Was that very close? Or is it going to be here into T4? T2, okay. Then T6. We're just going to skip to the end of the lap again, so we don't watch that. Okay. Right, so I'm guessing, was everyone going for the plan of not changing tyres? Because I think my initial plan was to change tyres when I first did the practice server. I was like, oh, dear Christ, this is hot. Ended up not changing tyres, which cost me towards the end. I did a span once. Go, Morna, go! Where is he? Where is he? He's in 9th. Yeah, I think I put 80 litres in to give myself not full fuel at the start. And it turns out I was caught in kind of so much traffic I only needed to put 5 litres in at the end to make it to the end, which was good. Did you get? Was there a lag? This is Napic versus Gorolini. Oh, Joe had bad internet, did he? Okay, Mr. Gorolini. bit of a battle behind. As my mouse tries to remember where it is. So this is Clausen, Dahl, Mazan and Elmstrom battling for 4th place. So Clausen new, Dahl new, Mazan promoted, and Elmstrom didn't race last season but is certainly not new to PLR. I once took Sebastian out in a World Tour race at Silverstone, so we all do it. It's getting very feisty. My apologies, Seb. What have we got going on? Ooh! That is Mr. Dow running a bit wide, I think. Sebastian now has the run on him down towards... This is the final corner. Yep. Follow this. Okay, I will follow this. Hey Andrew, how you doing, mate? Yeah, well, it is a. There's 2 of them. There's 2 Sega branded Porsches. I haven't seen any gold rings on them yet, though. As Alexander runs wide again. Everyone's murdered Dale, and we'll come to Dale because I know where Dale finishes, and I'm very happy. Because Dale had a terrible run of it. Oops, Seb running wide in the background. Had a terrible run of it. Certainly at the start of last season. Where is he? Oh, the wheel's not. That's a fair question. We'll check when we see them next. But yeah, Dale had a terrible run of it last season. Sausage. Sausage. Thank you for the gifted sub at BLXO. Sausages all round. And I think Mr. Morner. Got that. No, go for it, Liam. I am. Woo! As we watch Dale do a little bit of lawn mowing there, just making sure it's all good. Slots in back nicely. Lap 14, turn 8. Thank you. Remind me when we get that. Yeah, I am kind of technically part of the Split 2 stewarding, but I'm there as a backup in case Greg can't do it. So the 2 stewards for Split 2 are Robert Arlavi and Greg Ellis. So that's who you can complain about in private if you want to. Lap 8 T2. Okay, right. I think I've missed it. We'll go back a bit. We'll watch it. So this is you still fighting with Alexander Dahl with Richard Mazan ahead. But yeah, so the 2 stewards... yeah, the 2 stewards for Split 2 are Robert Arlavi and Greg. If Greg can't do it because of work, I'll be stepping in. I'm kind of going through checking all the lap 1 incidents and seeing which, for both splits, and seeing which ones need to be sent to the stewards. But they'll be the ones deciding on the actual punishments for what gets sent to them, both from me, from race control for lap 1, and from everybody else. And just to reiterate, sorry Sebastian, I can't keep going back and watching everything. I mean, we'll be here all night otherwise. My apologies. I'll stick with you and we'll get the lap 9 one. But yeah, all the lap 1 stuff that is picked up by ACC race control will be looked at, and the ones that are deemed necessary to go to the stewards will go to the stewards. Everything else after that, you have to submit a steward's report for it to get looked at by the stewards. I know some people have mentioned previously that they feel bad reporting, but don't feel bad, because it's up to the stewards to decide whether they're going to give punishments or not. They might not. So don't feel bad about reporting someone, because at the end of the day, if they're driving like an idiot, we'd rather know. And that's what the stewards are there for. They are there to look at incidents you have put in. So that was very nice. See driver of the day Liam Holmes there in the background, just pushing his boundaries. So who's this green car here? This is Patrick, isn't it? Yeah. Getting a bit busy. Right, a bit of a loving going in the chat. I don't know what you are kind of in the real world, Felipe, but you certainly have some keen admirers or some very well written bots. Big fans in the chat for you. Right, we haven't been on board with anyone yet, so let's go with the main man himself, Liam Holmes, as he chases down Felipe Morna. So there we go. Chat will be happy. The horde of Morna fans will be delighted. Can he keep Liam Holmes behind him? The never-ending T4. Ooh, bit squirrely there. Bit squirrely there, Liam, on power. TC7 as well. I think at this point Liam's just delighted he's not being beaten by Dale. So I think he'd have to retire immediately if he was beaten by Dale. That's probably the corner I struggle with most on this track. That and T1. There we go. That's a bit of onboard action. So, still leading the way is Anders. He's now pulled out a 5-second gap to Igor. So it's all kind of calmed down a bit at the front. Sebastian doesn't have gold wheels. Confirmed non-gold wheels on the Sonic Porsche. Very disappointing. He's in P3 though. Good race. Joe's in P4 with his laggy, I like the team name, Green. Good, yes, indeed. Richard Mazan in his first race in Silvers is in 5th and being battled with by Sebastian Elmstrom. Seb has had a very busy start to the race. Not easy to get past a big old Bentley though. Then we've got Alexander Dow behind them, followed by Felipe Morna, Liam Holmes, Jeffrey Witter. Not on this stream you're not, Joe. I haven't really seen you lag, but we've had a couple of people say you were. But on the replay you look okay. But I'm not sure whether a replay is the best kind of judge. So Jeffrey Witter has calmed down after qualifying, is now in P10. Chaz Abraham leading the way in AM class. Quite a few Bentleys in Split 2 actually. So he's up in 11th, having a very good race. Chris Southcott in 12th in his blue Audi that I remember from last year. We've got Michael Goodrum in 3rd. Oh, Michael Goodrum in 12th. What's going on here? Okay. No. Michael Goodrum has overtaken a load of people. I'm getting very confused by this. Okay. Thomas Witter in 13th apparently. He's 2nd in AM class. Chris Southcott is down to 14th somehow. Craig Fairweather, after his very eventful kind of start the second lap, is in 15th. Ryan Reed from pole position down to 16th. I'll let you know, Liam. 17th is Piero Maffi. In his first race with us, a little bit of a battle there with Felipe Diaz, who's returning. I haven't seen Mr. Reed in the chat. Mr. Reed, if you are in the chat, please let us know. So Felipe, who's back with us after... Ooh, how many seasons were you out, Felipe? 2, 3? I know you drove your motorcycle into a street lamp from memory, and broke your shoulder. I think that's what happened. I can't imagine I'll be making that up, because that's a very specific thing to have in my head. But glad to have you back with us. Darko Blatinac just behind in his Ukrainian-themed Ferrari. Dale Atkins in his bright pink Bentley in 20th. Eliza in 21st on her debut. It's quite a nice livery, that. It's unique. It's kind of like a very pale yellow, white and pale, very pastel-y. It's definitely unique. Mr. Ferreira in 22nd. I mean, to be fair, I think we could just watch Antonio for a stream and have quite a lot of action if the messages I receive are anything to go by. But he's in 22nd. Enrico, whose ACC appears to have stopped crashing, which is great news. He's in 23rd. Tig is in 24th, which is very disappointing for Daniel Moran, who is behind him in 25th. So order has been restored. Daniel is behind Tig. Ed Revrock is in 26th. Liam Deary in his squeaky clean Aston is in 27th. Ivo Zoricic on... okay, Dan. Ivo Zoricic in ever so slightly fresher tyres is in P28. He's still between P1 and P2. Is that... Oh, yeah, that's the green... That's P1 behind you, isn't it? Yeah, it's P1 behind you. We then have... Where was I? Art, who's down in 29th, so I'm not sure whether he's pitted. That's one of the things with these replays. We can't see when people actually pitted and stuff. He's down in 29th. He was up in about 20th, I think. Matteo Sticci is in 11th. Kenneth is back out on the track. Fair play to him after that massive shunt in the second Sonic Porsche, also without gold tyres. He's in 31st, and Bradley's still in the pits because he's watching. And have I managed to get to lap 14 in time? Oh, I've just missed it. Sorry, Seb. I'm happy to go back and watch lap 14. Oh, okay, it's going to be this, isn't it? Main straight. Okay. Lap 14, turn 8 for you. Okay. So I think I need to get to end of the main straight for this one, and then we'll flip over to you, Liam. So this is Seb on Richard Mazan. Gone very narrow there. I'm expecting Richard Mazan to pop up here, given how wide he went. Oh no, he's much further back. Okay. Nicely done. Nicely done. Right, where is Mr. Deary? So he's about to pop on to his next lap. Just admire these ducks for a bit. I think it's my favourite of yours yet, Liam, I have to say. I liked last season's kind of... Not quite leopard print, but you know what I mean? Like zebra print kind of thing. But I'm a big fan of this. This is very, excuse the pun, clean. Right, through T3. So you're doing F1 special liveries now, are you? Okay, doing an Alpine. Right, so that was T4. T5. 3 corners to go. It's all looking pretty clear. Oh! Who's that? Oh dear. Okay. Now, Kenneth was getting very angry in Discord about what happened to him on lap 2. That's just as bad. It's just that it happened at a slower speed and didn't cause as much damage. I mean, there's no excuse to be hitting someone there, really. Fun. Well, he's passed, but he's also 3 laps down. He was also a lap down. It wasn't even for position. I didn't even realise that at the time. He is 3 laps down. Not the best bit of driving I've ever seen, unfortunately. Right, it's getting busy. Crikey. Quite the battle going on in here. So, where's Liam disappeared to? Liam's dropped back a little bit. There he is. So we've got Morna, Dow, Mazan, Witter. Got someone being lapped. That's the new fella, isn't it? Maffey. Being lapped and getting out of the way nicely. As quite the train comes past him here. Let's see what happens on the back straight. So that you've submitted that one to the stewards, have you, Liam? I mean, I assume you have. Cool, cool. And we've got a battle going on back here as well. Between... Oh, I think Balatinach is past. Balatinach is past Felipe Diaz. Felipe might have a little look back. He does not. So I'm expecting Darko to do well this season. I think I'm remembering correctly, he finished... yeah, it's a good battle, isn't it, Dave, between that 4. I mean, I think... I'll finish what I was saying about Darko first. So AM class, I'm expecting Darko to do very well. Ryan Reed, given his qualifying pace, I'm expecting to be up there. Chaz, Thomas. So kind of this group up here. Ferreira, if he can be consistent. Which is maybe asking a lot. And then up in silver, I think, you know, this top 10 here, and then obviously we've got Sorensen to come back. Yeah, we've got some very, very quick drivers at the top of silver. That's for sure. Which is why nobody went. Well, no, that's not why nobody went up. Split 1's got even faster. We've had an influx of about 10 very quick drivers into Split 1, which is why the top of Split 2's got even faster as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting at the top of Split 2 for sure. Yeah, there'll be space by week 5, Dave. We've not had a season yet. Last season was our best in terms of retention. We were still down to about 30 by the end of the season, so there will definitely be space. Right, who haven't we looked at yet? Let's go on board. Let's go with that. Where is he on the lap? Oh, he's a bit further back. He's got past Evo though. Evo is now going to settle in between the two of them, act as a buffer. Oh, little bit squirrely out there. Right, as he's in chat, should we go on board with a certain Mr. Moran for next lap? Have a look at some AM driving. Let's hope it's a good one there, Dan. down towards the final corner you come. Let's see how you get on. You've got your mate right behind you. Oh no, he's a lap down. So what happened to Tig? Did he pit earlier? Did he have an accident? Because he's behind you on track, but he's not behind you in actual positions. A little bit wide there, but it's all good. He had an accident. Okay. Easy turn to have an accident on because it kind of there's a little crest here, and it's very easy to either spin it or drift wide into the wall. Oh, that's good to hear, Anders. That's very good that yeah, because Brands, especially kind of this middle sector, it's a horrible place to get stuck behind someone. It's not an easy place to let someone by either, not in a predictable way. But that's good to hear that there weren't any massive, unless you're Liam, of course, and you get hit by someone who's a lap down. This is very nice, Daniel. Look at that. But yeah, yes, your Bathurst experience was an interesting one. It's good to know that it's still in your mind. But that was a very nice lap. A little bit squirrely in the last corner, but all good. Still going on between Diaz and Balatinac. Liam, did you pit, Liam? Is that why you're back here? You've decided to get out the way of all the traffic and get your pit out the way early. I think you're chasing clout. Anyone who drives a BMW is dead in my eyes. So you know, it's a disappointing move. So who else is close? He's still got this group battling away. So is it Mazan? I mean, even Joe's not that far ahead. So Mazan, Morna, Dal, Witter. Liam was part of that, but is pitted to get away from. He's done the undercut. Yeah, it's not a bad split of cars in this split actually. There's actually more Porsches than I thought there would be. There's 6 Porsches. Not a particularly easy car to drive. So I'm surprised by that. There's a couple of Audis. Evo's in the Lexus. Napic and Elmstrom are in the Lexus. Yeah, 3 Lexuses. A few Bentleys. The usual BMWs, but I mean there's only 6 BMWs, which isn't too bad. And McLaren's the other big one, right? I think there's 6 of those as well. I think there are more BMWs and McLarens in Split 1. I think they make up half the grid. Which isn't really a surprise. One Lamborghini. Art in his Lamborghini. I think we've got a Lamborghini in Split 1 as well, actually. I think Verboven's in a Lamborghini. A couple of Mercedes. Oh no, just the one Mercedes. Just Liam. Just Liam in the Mercedes. Oh, you're just behind the curve, Dan. That's all. You're chasing. I don't even know what I assume the BMW. It's not like the BMW is slow now. It's still a very quick car. It's just not quite as OP as it was. I think I'm pretty sure it's that and the McLaren are the two quick ones. And I guess it's whether you prefer a front-engine car or a mid-engine car as to which one you choose. But those 2 cars seem to be the cars of choice, generally speaking. Especially when you flick on like a Jardier stream or something like that. Everyone's in a BMW or a McLaren. What, the BMW or the McLaren is the best looking car? Right. I mean, this is very good driving between this one. Very clean. BMW. I wouldn't say it's the best looking. I mean, it's unique with those kind of front intakey things. But right, who else is battling? Dale, Defender Dale has Eliza behind him. Do you think she knows about Dale? I don't think she does. I'll go on board with this for a bit, I think. Well, let's go behind, get a slightly better view. That could be taken the wrong way. So yeah, Dale. Oh, that's a Porsche, where it shouldn't be. Dale is very good at defending. How do you free camera it? Don't ask me, mate. Not after my grid walk. I think it's F7, then you use the arrow keys to move, and then you can use the scroll wheel up and down to change the movement of that free camera, and then kind of hold it down to look around to change the angle that you move with the arrow keys. Dale is known as the Defender. He's very good at defending, is our Dale. Looking forward to seeing him again at the end of next month. Well, if you watched my grid walk, yeah, it is confusing. I am not up to WAN standards of grid walks, that's for sure. Delighted to have him back streaming Split 1 for us live, Race Room tomorrow, and the multi-class series, which is full, essentially, just waiting for a couple of entry forms. But yeah, Thursday has a full multi-class grid of 40 drivers split between GT3 and GT4, which will be streamed live on stream. So if you're not racing, come and have a watch. I'm not racing, so I'll be watching. Super excited to see how that unfolds. It's nice to give the Thursday League a bit of love with a live broadcast as well. To be fair, I'm not sure whether WAN can take shouting non-stop for 3 evenings a week. GT4s can go in the bin. It's weird, when I first joined PLR, I joined a GT4 league and I was in the Aston and I quite liked it. But I think it's because I was just equally bad at GT4 and GT3, so I couldn't really tell the difference. I've got much better at GT3, have not improved at all than GT4. It's then a vicious circle because I'm not close to the people I'm usually close to, and I just turn into a grumpy old man. So I'll stick with GT3s and setting up GT4 leagues so other people can drive them. That's my plan anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Right, so Anders, you have pitted. I'm guessing you're down in 10th. Are we about halfway through? Or just over halfway through. Okay. So did you stop for just fuel, Anders, or did you change tyres as well? Wait for chat to catch up. Yeah, he pitted 10th. Yeah, so I mean he's pitted just after halfway, it looks like. So I'm interested to know whether he pitted for tyres or whether it was a plan to just run essentially half and half fuel and no tyre change. He was in chat. He's not. You did change tyres. Okay, interesting. So that's cost you essentially an extra 25 seconds. So you've got a lot of work to do in the second half of this race to get back in the lead again. Let's have a look at AM. So Balatinach is now leading AM from Felipe Diaz, and Dale Atkins is up to third. Good stuff from Dale, still ahead of Eliza. Fairweather is in 18th. There is something I need to actually look at. So he has Michael Goodrum right behind him. Let me just find the thing I need to find. Where are you, the thing I need to find? So we watch Mr. Fairweather drive around. I'll tell you what, we'll have a look at Mr. Goodrum. What that? Sorry everyone, I'm just trying to find something at the moment. Okay, I don't actually have a lap time for it, but we'll try and figure it out. I just heard you had a crash, Michael, so I wanted to look at that. So Ryan Reed has dropped pole in AM class. He's now down in 24th. So I'm not sure what happened to Ryan, because he had a very good pace. Ay. Rock Dam, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. As we are now in to lap 27 of Split 2 here. So now Igor Napic is leading the way as he sends it up the inside of Liam Deary to lap him. Sebastian Elmstrom is up to second, 9 seconds behind. Got Clausen in Sonic Porsche number 1 in P3. Morna. Let me hear your Morna fans in the chat. He's in P4 having a very good race. He changed his tyres, okay. Dow is in 5th. He's been, it seems like, in the middle of a fight every time we've gone to him. This is probably the furthest away he's been from other cars. Jeffrey Witter in 6th, making up a few positions. Chris Southcott in his blue Audi in 7th. Balatinach leading the way in AM class as he, I think, lets Anders through that. So Anders back up to 8th as he makes his way back up the field after his pit stop. Dale Atkins, 2nd in class, 10th on the road, ahead of Liam Holmes, but Liam has pitted. Liam in 11th as he sent it up the inside of, is that Art? I think that's Art there in the 331 Lamborghini. We've got Ed Revrock having a very good race. 3rd in class at the moment, 12th on the road. Well done, Ed. Joe, who was up at the front, I'm guessing he's pitted and is also making his way back through. He's in 13th. Same with Richard Mazan. Evo, up to 15th. This is really good progress? That's not a word. Progress, Evo, after your early enforced pit stop. Just imagine if you hadn't changed tyres. Goodrum in 16th, just behind that group, followed by Craig Fairweather. Thomas Widerer in 18th, Felipe Diaz in 19th. Liza's dropped down to 20th, so I'm guessing she's pitted. Piero Maffei on his debut with us is in 21st. Chaz is in 22nd. I think I saw in chat, Chaz, you accidentally changed tyres. Same as Ryan Reed, so that's why you're both back there after being further up the field. We've got Ferreira in 24th. We have Enrico Itri in 25th. Probably just sat there praying his ACC doesn't crash, more than focusing on pace. Art in 26th. Daniel Moran leading the way of the Dublin Dudes. He's in 27th. Tigers in 28th. Liam Deary is in 29th. Matteo Sticci coming out of the pits is in 30th. Werther has had a debut race to forget. Punted at the start of lap 2. Punting someone else who was a lap ahead of him on lap 14. He's now also had a drive-through and is 6 laps down. But he's still going, so fair play to him. Still looking to pick up those points at the end of the race. Right, let's have a look. Let's watch Elmstrom and Clausen because they are close. I need to set up Driver of the Day vote. I should probably do this before the stream, but that would actually take planning, so... Right. Where are you, stream? What were you in last year, Michael? Were you in the BMW? The Porsche is very different to the BMW, it being the only rear-engine car. It's a completely different driving style to what you may have been used to. Right. Manage the pole. Driver of the day. Question mark. Right, so I need some suggestions in chat, please, for driver of the day. Liam, I'm not even going to put you in the vote because it's just unfair otherwise. I think that's how I'm going to get around this solution. You can't suggest yourself. It's dark over that image, isn't it? God. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Right. I see what's going on. We've got Dale. Trying to game the system now as well. Right. Results. Finish later. Okey-dokey. I have my selections. I will launch that in a bit. How many laps have we got left? 10. Okay. Oh, dearie, dearie. That doesn't look pretty. Where did you do that, Michael? There. Oh, oh, and the other way. Ah. I don't think you're the only... Oh god, is your steering 90 degrees? Can it even turn left at this point? I mean, it will definitely turn right. Oh dear. Sorry, what was that? Lap 37 and lap 40. Liam, did I see? Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, can you get back? Can you do it? Can he get back while staying out of everybody's way? That's the question. Oof. I mean, to be fair to you, Michael, you are doing this very well at the moment. Oh, good luck for this pit entry. Oh, just about. Hey, you did well to get that back to the pits without getting in anybody's way. That's actually quite impressive. Well done. Right, Sebastian, do you know what lap you will pit? I'm guessing it's here. So we'll probably stick with this. Vomit the hedgehog. Okay, that might stick, to be fair. I don't know, which one's... Of the two, which one do we prefer? Do we prefer Vomit the Hedgehog 1? Or Vomit the Hedgehog 2? I think I prefer 1. But I'm seeing 2s in the chat. Shows what I know. Okay. None. Okay, yes. That is also a valid option. Car of the day. Thanks for coming by, Dane, as always. See you on Thursday if you come to that stream. If not, probably see you again next Tuesday. And keep Wang company on Monday. Right, so we're about to see some pitting, I think. Firstly from Mr. Napich, leading the way. So Anders is making his way back through. He's up to 6th. Now trying to get past Ferreira. Good luck. Napich is behind. I think that's Balatinach there. And one of the Dublin boys. Couldn't tell you which one. 556. That's Dan. Okay. Nicely got out of the way, Dan. That's what we like to see. Yeah, this is end of lap 33. 32 laps complete. So, there we go. There's Mr. Balatinach. He's in. There's Sebastian. And there's Vomit the Hedgehog 1. Sebastian Clausen coming in as well. So all three. Where is Mr. Godal? There he is. Oh! Hang on. I saw a pink McLaren. Where is he? There's already a yellow flag. How is there already a yellow flag? What's happened? He's got spooked by the yellow flag. And, okay, it's not quite as bad. He came around the corner and I thought he'd hit that wall. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Okay. And he's waiting to rejoin. Okay, we're all good. So, here's Anders. Right, if he keeps the same colour all season long, Dave, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Right. Is Anders in the lead? He is. Napich has come out behind. Clausen has come out fighting with... And Seb's come out behind all of them. Seb, you were ahead, right? So Morna still has to pit. So Morna, chat go wild. Morna is leading, but he still has to pit. So that, as does Alexander Dow, as far as I'm aware. Oh, you overshit the pit box. You don't want to do that either, but you certainly don't want to overshoot it. So I think this puts Anders overall P1, Napic P2, Clausen has snuck into P3, with Sebastian trying to close him down again. Morna leading the way, woo woo woo, there he goes. Chris Southcott in 7th, he's fought back well. Someone just joined my... Hello Greg, I'm not actually sure whether the stream can hear you. I'm not sure whether I've set it up for the stream to hear you. Hang on. Stream, can you hear Greg? No. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it nearly worked. See you in a bit. Well, Greg did turn up for a bit. And then I've missed whatever you said, Seb, because I was looking at who on earth just joined my Discord room. Right, I'm going to start this poll. Driver of the Day poll is live. Where has Liam got to? Liam's got to here. I can't remember what laps you said, Liam. Was it 37 and 41? Has Southcott pitted yet? I'm not sure he has. So the Driver of the Day poll is live. Not a single Liam on the poll, I know. Sorry about that. So who is leading AM class? Well, look at this though. What great class management by admin. 37 and 40, thank you. Okay, I'll stick with you for now. Top 12 drivers all silver, then a bunch of AMs, then Michael and Fairweather and Werther, but they've all had incidents, so I'm taking that. Look at that, beautiful. Unlike in Split 1 where I decided to put... Ooh, he's got a bit squirrely there as Jeffrey. I initially put Enrico Parise in Pro. Had to move someone back down to High Silver to even it out. Decided, okay, Enrico didn't win High Silver last year. Well, we'll put him down. He immediately put himself P4 overall on the grid in qualifying, so that showed me. Stunning lap by Enrico. That's okay. Ooh. So we've got Balatinac. That's what I wanted to check. We've got Balatinac ahead of Wooderer. Oh, crikey. That's a BMW doing something you don't want to see a BMW do. Which one was it? It was this one. Oh, look at the little L on the back. Do you have one? You've got one as well. Okay. What does Tig do? He's on the grass there. Gets away with that one. I've just seen this on the back of it. Hello, Tig. Do you have it on the back as well? Yep. Hello, Daniel. Oh, God. Right. Oh, he's lost it. Yeah, and it's quite a big boop on the front. Oh, oh, careful, 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 careful. Yeah, just stay there. Stay there. Okay, that's fine. Well done. So, I know Evo said something at some point, right? Evo said... AMP1, yeah. Wooderer. Yeah, so Balatinac is in the lead of AM. And I need to go back here. T4 and T5, that 37, so that is potentially this lap? Might be next lap, so I'll stick with you. You're a bit further behind, yeah. But yeah, Balatinac from Wooderer, from Dale Atkins up in P3 and AM class. I'm loving that. Morna from Dow from Hildal in silver, but I expect those first two still need to pit. So I think it's Hildal from Napic from Clausen. It's very, you know, there aren't massive gaps here. As Liam is looking to put Jeffrey Witter under pressure for 8th place overall. Oh, Who's this? He's gone very deep. I think that might be Enrico Itri. Oh, yeah. It's not really where you want to go. Oh no, that's Ryan Reed. He's had a shock of a race considering where he qualified. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay. I mean, it's not like Jeffrey moved over and completely blocked you off when you were already there. I don't think there was room to begin with. I think maybe you thought he was going to drift left, and he just didn't. So then you were on the grass. To be fair, you kept your foot in and you haven't really lost any time to him, so... And then lap 40, okay. I just want to see... We'll pop back to this in a sec, but it probably is the closest. Right, so Morner still hasn't pitted. He's loving the limelight up in first place. So I think Dow has pitted. He's come out in 6th, so now Hildal is up to 2nd. Napic 3rd, Clausen 4th. Elmstrom still trying to close in. You can see Vomit the Hedgehog only 2 seconds down the road. Southcott's pretty close to Dow. Liam still pretty close to Jeffrey. Mr. Widerer. Oh, where are you? God, they're going all over. Zoricic has made it all the way back up to 12th. Well done, Evo. Oh, hang on. That's 4th position. That's for the lead of AM classes. Darko's gone deep. So Widerer, with what, 5 laps left, has taken the lead of AM class into the final corner, ahead of Darko Balatinac. And then we've got a big old, we've got 17 seconds back to Dale and 10 seconds back to Ed Revrock. So looks as though Dale has 3rd place in the bag. A couple of little battles here though. Revrock, Diaz, and Maffei are all very close to each other, it seems. Liam still behind Jeffrey Witter. So he's... Oh! And we've got another BMW doing BMW things. Was that Tig again? He's had a shocker of that. I'm not surprised he's gone down the pub. It's not been a great end to the race for Tig. Yeah, it's the same place as well, isn't it? He's gone wide there again. Oh. Yep. Back it up. Oh, nicely got out of the way there, actually. Good awareness to duck back under the other side with cars coming up behind you. So I'll give him that. But yeah, he has crashed twice in the same place, unfortunately, in about 3 laps there. Which is not ideal. Elmstrom is closing on Vomit the Hedgehog. Liam is still trying to get past Witter. I think it's next lap I need to look at it. Oh, who's that? Was that a certain Mr. Fairweather? Yeah. Fairweather not having the best of races. Got Gudrun trying to close in on Moran. I can't quite tell how far behind he is. Maffei and Diaz still having a bit of a battle. And Morner has pitted, come out in 5th, so that means Hidal is winning. He's 10 seconds clear of Napic, so it looks as though he's got this in the bag. Really strong performance. From Napic, from Clausen, Elmstrom still trying to close in. Morner in 5th. Behind, is that Liam Deary and Ferreira there. Dal right behind. Is he going to send it into the final corner? He's got a little bit of overspeed, but hasn't quite managed to get alongside. And they've still both got to lap Ferreira, so have fun with that one. And suddenly, a certain Mr. Joe Gorolini's popped up onto the back of the battle between Witter and Holmes. It's now a three-way battle. Oh, Jeffrey's all kinds of squirrely out of these corners on the power. Thought about it, backed out. Liam's just gone straight on. He's not having any of that. He's got right out of the way. Fair enough. And they're coming up to Ferreira. Oh god. Alright, Witter sent it up. Oh, wowzer. Oh, did you get hit? Oh, you did! Ryan Reed, I think that was, taking out you from behind there, Liam. Yeah, I think Ferrara has he's let one car pass and he's thought, I'm having the apex now, thank you very much. Without realising there's two cars immediately behind that car as well. Which is a shame. Thank you, Anders. And I'll say now, congratulations on your win. We are just 2 laps away from seeing that. But yes, congratulations to you for your win on your debut in Split 2. Keep this up, you won't be in Split 2 for long. Really strong performance. Yeah, not what you want 2 laps from the end when you're trying to take positions, is it really, Liam? Which is a shame. And we have a driver of the day votes in, and it is a certain Mr. Oh, that's one way to get out of the way. Fair enough. Where is he? P3 in class. Dale the Defender Atkins. Not only is he going to get a podium to start the season in the AM class, I believe, he's going to get driver of the day as well. So a double whammy for Dale. What a lovely way to start the season for him. I think Morner has got past. Or Witter's closed into Morner, so Morner's been held up as well. And Gorolini's still here as well. It's all going on in this battle for 6th place. Sebastian's still closing in. He's not quite close enough though, unfortunately. Yeah, Liam's now 12 seconds behind, which is a real shame. Is this the last lap? I think they're coming on to the last lap now. So this is the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th. Very, very close. Ooh. Wasn't actually expecting anything to happen there, so I wasn't really watching. Unfortunately, that's on you, Joe, I think. If you're going to go up the inside, you need to keep it narrower than that. So if you don't give this position back this lap, the stewards might be giving it back at the end of the race. Ah, good man. Good man. That is what we like to see. I love it. Well done, Joe. Fair play to you, sir. That is fantastic. You're going to get my Fair Play Award of the day for that, which I've just made up. But well done to you. That's really good. Love to see that. But I need to go back here and watch Anders cross the line for his debut win on his debut race here at PLR. So congratulations to Anders. He's going to win by 13 seconds. Really good pace. You're going to have to step up your game, Silver, to close in on Anders. Igor Napic is going to take second. Well done, Igor. Just ahead of Vomit the Hedgehog. Sebastian Elmstrom comes home in 4th. Great race, Sebastian. Alexander Dow is going to bring it home in P5. From Filippo Morna, who potentially doesn't have any fuel. Potentially. Yep. That car's not going very fast. I mean, perfect. Love it. Jeffrey Witter nearly got you at the end. He comes home at P7. Joe Gorolini, 8th. Liam Holmes, 9th. Just want to say a big well done to Darko Balatinac. Winning AM class from Thomas Widerer. I mean, look at how close this was at the end. I think the replay is just going to end before we get to the final corner right next to each other. Really good stuff. We're not quite going to get it, but Balatinac is going to take it from Widerer, from Dale Atkins, who's already back in the pits. Felipe Diaz, Maffei. Congratulations to everyone who finished the race in a very hot Brands Hatch. First race of the season with over 30 cars. If you finish a race, you've done pretty well. So next week we are at Imola. So another 60-minute race at Imola. Hope to see you all there again, and I will see you again next Tuesday. So we can be grumpy at some drivers, hopefully not the same ones, and applaud fair play from other drivers. And I might even have a guest with me in the broadcast booth to keep me company. So thank you very much for joining me. Tomorrow night we should have some race room live, some touring cars, round 1 from Sepang is the plan. And Thursday we have the British GT multi-class live as well. So should be 4 streams a week from PLR this season. All things going well. So yeah, thank you very much everyone, and see you again same time next week. Have a good one.